Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Tuesday, the 3rd of August 2021. In today's Millwall news, we have confirmation that Mason Bennett is really good and will be out for 6 weeks. This is from londonnewsonline.co.uk and it says Millwall striker Mason Bennett could be out for 6 weeks with an ankle injury. Mason Bennett could be out for 6 weeks with an ankle injury. He suffered at Ipswich on Saturday. The 25-year-old limped off during the Lions' 3-0 pre-season friendly at Portman Road. Bennett might not feature until after the first international break in mid-October, the club has confirmed. Mason looks like he's going to be out for a little period, boss Rowett told News at Den. We think probably around 6 weeks. I'm disappointed for Mason because he's looked bright in pre-season. Indeed. Sad. He's going to miss basically August and September. He's gonna miss. That's about 7 weeks. So then he's got to get fit, match fit again. So maybe a couple more weeks. It's just a shame, isn't it? Just a shame. It might push Gary Rowett's hand into dipping into the transfer market to sign the attacker that he said he wanted. He wants another attacker. Well, now we're one light now. So you already wanted one. Now we're down another one for a couple of months. So I might just G him up to get a deal sorted somewhere. We'll see. We will see. So also the club come out with the ticket prices and the structure of how they're selling it this year. Matchday ticket prices in categories 21-22. This is from millfc.co.uk. It says Millwall Football Club can now confirm matchday ticket prices and categories for the 21-22 Sky Bet Championship campaign. For a full rundown of each ticket price in each category, click here. For a full rundown of which home matches fall under which categories, click here. Match tickets are £3 cheaper in all stands and categories than the prices listed below when purchasing in advance of matchday. Be sure to buy early and save your money. I think is that members only though. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure that's just general people. So what do they say? So here we go. We've got A, B, C. A is more expensive. C is the cheapest. And you can see Boxing Day, A. The game before Christmas, B. Midweek games, the one against Reading, B. Bristol City is B. Fulham game is actually A game. So basically all the games in January and February are A games, and then the last 5 games of the season are B, B, C, C, B. And you could argue Middlesbrough, that could have been an A game. Maybe the club are mindful of the fact there might be a nice little run in, and if we need the supporters in, the pricing, putting the price up at a lower point might actually get more supporters in if we need them in at the end of the season when we might be playing for something. Who knows? So there you go. So there's only 4. Is it 3 or 4? So there's only 3 C category games: Hull City, Barnsley, and Blackpool. Which probably is about right. But the so the Hull City game, is that Easter Monday? That must be Easter Monday now. So that's a cheap ticket as well. How cheap though? How cheap? So if you're in West Upper, Barry Kitchener Upper, that's more expensive. It's 36 quid for A, 33 quid for B, and 31 quid for C. So you're breaking 30 quid. You're breaking into 30 quid in Barry Kitchener, A, B, and C. More than 30 quid for a ticket. The Dockers is bang on 30 quid. Oh, same. Kitchener lower and Dockers upper, still 30 quid. Cheapest tickets. Then this goes up a bit. So it seems prices have gone up a little bit, but what you got to remember is if you bought a season ticket, then if you take the cost of that and divide it into how many matches you got, 23 matches, it's really cheap. It's a lot cheaper than this by paying game by game. I think the last couple of seasons ago I worked it out. It was like, if you're gonna miss 6 games per season, then it's not worth buying a season ticket. If you only miss 6 games per season, so if you bought a season ticket and you miss 6 games, it would still be cheaper than if you bought on a game by game basis. Now I haven't done the maths yet on this. It's pretty late in the day to do that. I've just seen this now. But I would imagine it's something similar, maybe even more. So you could, for the cost of buying a ticket game by game, you could buy a season ticket. Of course, you have to pay for it as a lump sum, or you can get finance. But then if you miss 7 or 8 games, it's basically the same as buying game by game. And if you miss it less than that, and then you've gotten yourself an advantage. So there we go. Price is just creeping up a little bit, and this is on the day of the game, like it says here. Match tickets are £3 cheaper in all stands and categories than price listed below in advance on match day. That include under 6s? Because that's only 8 quid. So you still save 3 quid on that 8 quid under 6s ticket. That's pretty decent, isn't it? It says all categories, so I assume. But there you go. If you want to see it, check it out. Get to millfc.co.uk and check it out for yourself. Have a look at your own circumstances and how it's going to affect you. Maybe you might have to pick and choose which games you go to, and maybe there's a factor of what you can or can't afford. There you go. Talking about going to the games, watching the games, you won't be able to watch the games on iFollow. So I don't know if you remember before all this lockdown nonsense, or how iFollow used to work when it first started. Weekend games were not on iFollow. There were your home midweek games on iFollow. So the midweek games, I'm pretty sure if you were at home, so Millwall were at home and you were a Mill fan, you could watch the game on iFollow. Maybe that was away games as well. I'm not too sure. It's been so long. So much has happened since then. It's gone a bit crazy. I can't really remember, but I'm pretty sure. So for the midweek games, they let you buy a match pass and watch the game, unless a lot of people overseas got really pissed off, because if the game was sold to a broadcaster overseas that was showing it in your region, then you couldn't buy a match pass. You couldn't buy a match pass on iFollow to watch the game. You had to listen to the game, because they want you to sign up for whatever is BN Sports or Fox Soccer Channel or whatever it is in your region, and they won't let you watch it even though a lot of people are paying up front for it, and they're getting less and less and less. And as well as, if a game's on Sky Sports live, then the game's not on iFollow. So you're paying for a season ticket for iFollow, and you can't watch a lot of the games because it's selected for Sky, which doesn't really affect us that much because our games aren't affected. But the Leeds fans were losing their minds a couple of seasons ago. Because Sky were just putting on Leeds game after Leeds game after Leeds game. And all the Leeds games, all the Leeds fans abroad couldn't watch the games because the broadcasters had picked it up and they were expected to watch it on that. So let's have a read of this from millwallfc.co.uk. Millwall Football Club has received clarity from the EFL with regards to iFollow streaming details for the 21-22 campaign. Last season, when fans were not permitted to attend matches, all Sky Bet Championship fixtures were available for streaming on iFollow. However, with supporters now able to fill stadiums once again, this process is now reverting back to pre-pandemic procedures. I'm gonna miss it, to be honest with you. I know we didn't really have a choice because it was full starts, but it was good to be able to watch the games, watch every game, especially the away games. I don't know why they don't let you watch your team away, especially. So maybe if all the tickets sold out and then they let you watch it, maybe they can do something like that. But so we've got 2,000 fans or so at QPR this weekend, and then that's it. They're the only Mill fans who could watch the game. But why can't they let Millwall fans? Because we sign up for it for Millwall, so they know we're a Millwall fan. So once all the tickets that they give us have sold, the game's like, what is it, a week away? 5 days away. So then they've got enough time to flick a switch and say, okay, you sold all your tickets for the game, for your away game at QPR. Because you've sold all your tickets for the QPR game, we will now allow you to pay for a match pass on iFollow and watch the game. I don't know why they don't do that. It's not as if, like, I can't go there. I physically cannot go there because there were a certain amount of tickets available and they sold out. So I cannot go and watch this game live. So why don't they put it on iFollow and let us watch it? Now I know there's a law that says English football can't be shown live between 2:45 and 5:15 p.m. But unless they've changed it, that was just for broadcast. That's not for streaming. Unless they've changed the law, I don't know. So I don't know why they won't let us watch it. Especially for away games. QPR is not that far. But a lot of our away games this season are up north. Now, if I had the choice of travelling all the way up to Middlesbrough, how much is that going to cost me? Versus paying £10 to watch it on iFollow. I would rather watch it on iFollow, to be honest with you. But we'll see. So let's carry on. All fixtures taking place on a Saturday between the hours of 2:45 to 5:15 p.m. will not be available to watch on iFollow domestically, but there will be some midweek matches in which match passes will be available to buy. The club will make supporters aware of this closer to the time as said fixtures. All matches, however, will be eligible for international streaming, except those selected for live coverage on Sky Sports or overseas broadcast. So this is what I'm saying. So that QPR game is being streamed, but because I'm in the UK, I can't watch it. If I was in Ireland, I could watch it. If I was in Iceland, I could watch it. If I was in Australia, USA, South Africa, anywhere but this country, I could watch it. So they are streaming it. So why can't they stream it in this country once all the away tickets have sold? And if the away tickets don't sell out, then say, sorry, you didn't sell your tickets, we're not showing it. Because Because that's what they do in America. They have like blackout. They call it blackout. They won't put the game on TV if not enough seats have sold, not enough tickets to attend the game have sold. They just won't put the game on TV. They call it blacking out in certain areas, in the local area. They'll show it outside the local area, but if you live near to the NFL stadium, they won't broadcast it in that area because you're close enough to buy a ticket and go to the game, but you haven't because there's not enough people who bought a ticket to go to the game. So I don't know why they can't do that. Once the tickets have sold out, let people buy it on iFollow. If the tickets don't sell out, then say sorry, we're not showing it on iFollow, because they are putting it on iFollow. But if you're in the UK, you can't watch it. No, like you can get like VPNs and that, but I think some people have said they've sussed the VPNs and they run it through your credit card. So if you have a UK bank account, credit card, then they know you're not abroad. Even though you could have a VPN that puts you abroad, they're like, hang on a minute, mate, your credit card says you're at this address. There's always an address to a credit card. So anyway, so with regards to Carabao Cup fixtures, these will not be eligible for streaming domestically or internationally. For further details regarding iFollow, click here. No thank you. So there you go. Like I said, I'm going to miss it. I really, well, I don't say I enjoyed. It was good to be able to watch literally every game. There are quite a few people, not many, but a hardcore, who go to every game. They go physically to every game, home and away. And for the past season, I was able to go, in quotes, to every game. I've never done that before. And it was good to be able to watch every game, because I think it's going to be a long time, probably until I'm a pensioner and I'm retired and I can get cheaper tickets, realistically, in about 30 years, when I could realistically follow Millwall and go and watch them at every game, home and away. Like, my personal circumstances are not going to allow me to do that. I did, however, think this did pop into my head when we were, every time we get up there near the playoff zones, I do have a little thought in my head, like, if we get to the Premier League, it's gonna be, I reckon it's gonna be so tough that we're gonna be like up for one season and straight back down. That I really did consider that if we got promoted to the Premier League, that I would basically like give up my job for a year, just do like little odd jobs here and there, maybe like delivery, fucking pizza delivery, whatever, just to get some money in, and then follow Millwall, so I could be my own, get my own hours, be my own boss, and then follow Millwall through the Premier League just for that one season. Hopefully it'll be more than that, but hopefully that season just go to every game. I've never done that before, and I really would like to do that, and getting promoted would give me the opportunity to do that. It would like a purpose to do that. So that's something I was thinking about, but it was nice last season to be able to watch every game. It really was. Because realistically, traveling and going to every game, not really a possibility for me now with job and family stuff happening, so, and financials. So yeah, there you go. Moving on now to this story from www.amshalive.news, and this is something that I mentioned before. I said there were rumours on Twitter that Abdulmalik was on trial at Southampton, and it was him. Now in these games they say trial list A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. You get the picture. So no one really knew. Someone took a picture of him and said, that looks like the guy at Millwall. They used this exact picture. They had a picture of him in the Southampton kit, and they compared it to this picture and said, that's the same guy, isn't it? That's the same guy. So we got confirmation here. Arsenal and Watford transfer target on trial with Southampton as recruitment push continues. Southampton are watching the 18-year-old closely after he impressed in action during the under-23s friendly, scoring twice against local non-league side AFC Tottenham. Millwall striker Abdul Abdulmalik is fighting to land a contract with Southampton after impressing for Saints B during a pre-season friendly clash. The 18-year-old, who had scouts flocking to watch him while in action for Millwall under-18 side, has been the subject of interest from Premier League rivals Arsenal and Watford ahead of the new season. A striker by nature, Abdulmalik is searching for a new club this summer after turning down an improved offer to stay with Millwall ahead of the 21-22 championship campaign. Lions boss Gary Rowett made clear that the London club were doing all they could to keep hold of him, but had failed to reach an agreement with the youngster's representatives. The youngster has had trials with Portsmouth and Watford for pre-season, but had failed to land a permanent contract with either. But he has since been on trial with Saints, Hampshire Live understands, where he is already featured in a pre-season friendly, scoring twice against non-league side AFC Tottenham in a 4-1 win, as he lined up alongside Will Ferry, Ollie Lancashire, Benny Smells Braithwaite and Sam Bennetts, and I have no idea who they are, but yeah. Abdulmalik could feature once again for the club tonight as they take on Southern Premier Southside Salisbury FC at the Raymond McEneil Stadium for what would be his second appearance for the club. Should he have done enough to earn a contract during his time with the club, it is expected that he will join up with the under-23 side as the club's summer recruitment push to attract teenage talent continues. And here's the thing, I kind of feel sorry for him in a way, but he's got this massive fee basically hanging on around his neck. If it goes to a tribunal, they reckon at least $500,000. Apparently Southampton made like a bid of like 150k or something, 180k. So they were prepared, it seems, to offer him a contract and offer us compensation for him, but it was deemed not enough. So Watford had him on trial. They presumably didn't want to pay that much for him. Portsmouth had him on trial. Presumably can't really afford to pay that much for him. So it's kind of sad that he's kind of stuck. It kind of goes back to the old days before the Bosman ruling. He's kind of stuck now. I'm sure these clubs would love to sign him if he was on a free, but if they have to pay compensation, it's kind of sad. They won't do it. They can't do it. They don't want to, like, they're all saying he's only 18. They put him in the under 23s probably 2 or 3 seasons. Hopefully it's a gamble. Hopefully he'll push on. But he's 18 years old now. He should be there or thereabouts now for these teams. It's like they don't really want to babysit him for 2 or 3 seasons. Now, if it was at Millwall, they probably would. I mean, we've had Fred Onyedinma and certain other players. We kept them on, and Aidan O'Brien, players like that. We kept them on, gave them time, and until they were about 24, 25, then they started pushing their way regularly in the first team. But these other clubs, they're not going to give him the time. It's so that they want someone who's ready now, especially if they're going to be paying probably 500k for him. And it's kind of sad. I don't know what the situation. Maybe will he have to go abroad? If he goes abroad, will the compensation thing still stand? Who knows? But there you go. So on trial with yet another club, and I think it's going to go the same way. That they're not going to think he's worth paying £500,000 for, and he's gonna have to find someone who is, or find a way out. It's kind of sad, to be honest. Kind of sad. Yes. So moving on now to the last story of today's video. This is from millwallfc.co.uk, and sensory packs now available. Fill in our request form. So there you go. You can see these items in front of you on this picture. For the 21-22 season, Millwall are proud to reintroduce our sensory packs, designed to add comfort and security to disabled supporters to perfect their matchday experience. The packs have been designed to help fans, particularly those with autism, who attend matches, to enhance the matchday experience, making it more comfortable and enjoyable. The pack will come complete with the beneficial items, a bubble fidget popper, which I assume is that rainbow coloured thing, a football stress ball, which is the foam black and white football there, a Millwall autograph book, and a pen as well. Nice. A stretchy string toy. I assume that's the red thing there. Earplugs. Nice. Colours of the above items will be chosen at random and cannot be changed. Process for supporters. All sensory packs will need to be pre-booked and are available on a first come first serve basis. This can be done by filling out the attached form and emailing it to your supporter liaison officer, Shona Groves, at that email address, or post it to Shona Groves at the Millwall Football Club address. Once your order has been confirmed, you will receive a confirmation email, and the pack will be available for collection from the main ticket office located in the Barry Kitchener stand, window 11. Yeah, it's quite interesting, isn't it? I assume it's free, but they're limited, of course, and one would assume you get this bag as well. I assume it doesn't say that, but I assume that's part of it. It all comes in the same bag, the string bag. It's nice little thing the club's doing there. Yeah, really nice thing they're doing there. So there you go. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.